Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back in. My name's Crypto Mainly. My name's Lee. Just having a look at the chart from yesterday. We put the first video that I uploaded yesterday, the first actually for my channel. This is a new venture for me, as you can probably tell. I've got about 6 subscribers at the moment, so everybody has to start somewhere, right? So anyway, thank you for those 6. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully you're watching again today, and lots of love to you. Just looking at the chart that we posted yesterday, which was EGLD, which is obviously E Gold or Elrond. I think they rebranded to Elrond, but originally they were known as E Gold. Just having a look at that from yesterday. As you can see, we were talking about this breakout here and the retest. If you actually zoom in there, you can see that actually on the 12-hour chart, it is actually breaking out now. Let's have a look on a 4-hour chart. So yeah, nice retest here of the breakout. As you can see, we've got a W formation here, or double bottom formation here already, and obviously you've got a breakout of the neckline there. So a nice trade position there. Even if you were trading this on a smaller time frame, you would take the measured move from the low to the high. You just show you that. So even if you were just trading this on a smaller time frame, so you're looking at that type of move based off of a very small time frame. So the breakout give you a rather nice 7% gain as a measured move on a really very short time frame. So we're not interested necessarily on the short time frames, but it is nice to see that we're headed in the right direction. Just change this back to where we were looking. As you can see, they've got a nice green solid candle rising up above all the local highs there. So very nice positive signs there from eGold, Elrond. So that was the trade from yesterday. Obviously a long way to go yet until we get to our targets here, but of course when we're looking at this on a 12-hour time frame, we're probably not looking at this last target until probably sometime in probably the May. I'd say probably. I mean, I've put the measure there at around about April, but I don't think we'll probably get up here much before, probably I'd say somewhere between sort of early May, possibly sort of start of June, something like that. But it's always difficult to give a time frame with chart and cryptocurrencies. As you'll know, it's a little bit easier on traditional markets because they tend to move more steadily and slowly. But I mean, you couldn't forecast that massive spike there that happened within 6 days. 90% gain within 6 days. So I mean, it's possible that this could shoot up 90% in 6 days. Who knows? I mean, it did it here. But this is obviously kind of a blow off top scenario, so I doubt that very much. But nonetheless, the trade's looking great from yesterday. So the coin for today is going to be ENJ. As you can see on here, ENJ, it's a gaming coin. You can see previously in my group we were trading this move here, so a rather nice, very nice cup and handle there. And we traded it up to the measured move, which was around about the 65% gain, and then obviously you got your correction. But nonetheless, in my group we traded this just simply spot trading for a 65% gain from the point of breakout. So in terms of the breakout was here, so we're talking about a 65% gain in 12 days. So a very nice very nice addition to the portfolio. So what are we looking at now? Similar, a lot of the charts actually for cryptocurrencies are looking very similar. And of course, always bear in mind that Bitcoin is king. If Bitcoin decides to take a sudden dump, it will draw all the altcoins down with it. Even the blue chip coins, even Ethereum, for example. If Bitcoin does take a dip, then obviously it drags everything else with it. So that's something to bear in mind always. Bitcoin is king in that regard. But once again, similar to the Elrond chart here, we've got a descending resistance line. The market structure is changing. You've got a nice bottoming pattern here, and now it's coming back down to retest the neckline of that. So if I just zoom in a little bit, just to show you a little bit more clearly here. So if we just drop that down a little time frame there, so it's a bit easier to see. So you've got a nice bottoming pattern here, and a nice bottom pattern there, a nice bottom pattern here. So if I can just show you that some more clearly, sorry. So you've got a low followed by a higher low, and then obviously the breakout here, which obviously it's retested and confirmed. So again, even on the lower time frames, you would be even as a quick scalp trade, you would be looking at the measured move from the base to the neckline, so somewhere around about that sort of region. So now we've retested, you'd be looking at that as the target of the measured move there. So from the point of the retest, you're looking at another 11% gain there, which would be nice even on a smaller time frame. Not so interested on a smaller time frame, to be fair. I have to say that I think that I'm more of a long-term investor myself, and hence the reason why we're looking at large time frames. Excuse me while I delete all of that. So we're looking at larger time frames. The danger of looking at larger time frames is obviously they take a long time. Or they can take a long time for them to play out. Now, when I say long time, I'm not talking about a long time in terms of traditional markets. Of course, they can take months and years, whereas Bitcoin and cryptos can take, as you can see, from this trade here, within 12 days, 65% gains. Crypto is volatile, and that's obviously why a lot of people love it. It's great while you're trading the correct direction of volatility. Not so great if you're trading the incorrect direction of volatility. But that's the nature of the beast, and you've got to accept that. You've got to accept that, and that's why risk management is so important. And actually, on that subject, I am going to be uploading a separate video, which is going to be not so sexy as trading setups like this, but it will be about risk management. I feel that a lot of traders, the new traders, they come into the market, they look at technical analysis, they get very excited about the way that measured moves play out, and it almost becomes a bit of a game, and you start to think, wow, this is how does this work, and it becomes more and more interesting. I found it very addictive in the early days, but I didn't learn how to trade consistently, effectively, and with a risk management and portfolio management structure, which was a big failure, and it cost me a lot of money in the early days, which I've corrected now, of course. So I will be putting up a risk management video, which hopefully those of you that want to be truly successful at trading, I think that video will actually possibly change the way that you trade. It was certainly the best lesson that I learned personally. It changed the way that I traded personally, and also made a massive impact on the amount of profitability. So hopefully that will prove it of interest to you, and I look forward to putting that out for you. But for now, guys, Elrond, you've got a couple of targets here. So again, taking a Fibonacci measurement from the top to the bottom, very likely again to reach the 0.5 impulse corrective move is very likely to reach the 0.5 level there, which is just over $3. So first target 48%, second target 87%, third target at 50% is 114% gains from where we are now with no leverage. I've put a note at the bottom here. I mean, again, predicting time frames is virtually impossible. Anything can happen, as you know, particularly in cryptocurrency land. But you can see bottom to top there was about 57 days. Bottom to top there was about 57 days. So 57 days from now would put that projection out to sort of middle of May, for us to possibly, I'm not saying that this absolutely will definitely play out in 57 days, but it is interesting to backtest strategies and to have a look at what's happened in the past. And as you can see, within 2 months, these gains are huge. From bottom to top, there was, it was a 10x, so 1,064% gain in 2 months. And again, bottom here, so that's like a 300% gain again in 57 days. As I say, guys, just bear in mind, obviously keep an eye on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does take a drop, it will pull everything back. This to me looks like a healthy trade. It's broken out, it's come back down, it's retesting the neckline of the bottom pattern there. So I'm happy to share this with you. Please bear in mind, it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I personally am a professional trader, and I will be taking positions myself personally, but that's not to say that you do, of course. What I'm hoping is that you take something away from the content I'm providing, so perhaps you know, educate yourself and learn from hopefully some of the mistakes that I've made in the past over my my trading career. So all the best, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Sincerely appreciate it. And I look forward to for the risk management video, which I'll be doing, and also the new trade position, which I'll be sharing with you tomorrow. Thanks ever so much, guys. Take care. All the best. Please remember, take profits, buy something real. All the best, guys.